soon in a short while. Until then, make sure that you have a stable internet connection and all your friends have joined. And if you are unable to join Zoom, it is because Zoom has reached maximum capacity. For all the people, if your teammates or friends are not able to join Zoom, you can ask them to go to YouTube Live and attend the session from over there. So thank you very much. We'll start the session very shortly.
When most people think about AI agents, they think of science fiction movies like Iron Man or Star Trek, where the computer responds to a command given to it by a human to perform a specific task.
Give me a status report on the ship.
All stations clear, sir.
In our world, early AI assistants like Siri or Amazon's Alexa could perform tasks like set a timer or play a song, but more complex tasks, additional steps, or answers to more difficult questions required more programming. The rise of large language models that are trained on massive amounts of text now have the capability to understand language. There are 4 common features that all AI agents possess. Number 1 is planning. AI agents can plan and sequence actions to achieve specific goals. Number 2 is the usage of tools. Advanced agents can use tools like code execution, search, and computation to perform their tasks. Number 3 is perception. Using visual, auditory, and other sensor data, an AI agent can perceive and process information from the environment. Number 4 is memory. An AI agent can remember past interactions and behaviors to help inform future actions. Businesses will use AI agents in many ways, including as virtual customer agents, supply chain management, sales and marketing, automating repetitive tasks, hiring and employee management, expense tracking and forecasting, product development, and cybersecurity. On the consumer side, AI agents will be seen in things like shopping assistants, self-driving cars, and AI-powered education, in which agents can create custom study plans based on your strengths and weaknesses, adjusting the difficulty and providing tips to help you learn. AI agents will be able to better control home devices like lights and appliances, and virtual assistants will become even smarter. Wearable devices will be able to better track your health and even alert you or your doctor if something goes wrong.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Smith?
In the future, AI agents will eventually talk to other AI agents, completing even more complex tasks to help make businesses and humans get their jobs done quicker and better.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the IBM SkillsBuild Summer Certification Program for 2025. The key element and key subject for the certification program will be artificial intelligence agents. It is called From Learner to Builder, Become an AI Agent Architect. Today is the orientation session. I really hope that you are all ready and excited to start this journey of the certification program. So let's begin. So these are some of the key elements and key content parts that we will go through in this orientation session. First, we'll learn about what project-based learning is, what you learn through this certification program. Then you'll get an introduction to the IBM SkillsBuild platform. Then all of you will be registered and enrolled to that platform. And eventually you'll also be registered to a platform called Credly, which you use to get certificates and badges to enhance your resume. And in the end, we'll end with an attendance. So before we begin, we have a two-way attendance system. We'll have an attendance in the beginning and an attendance towards the end. This is to track all of you in a better manner. So let's learn a little bit about what this program is on the surface level. It is obviously called From Learner to Builder, Become an AI Agent Architect. We have over 4,950 teams participating and more than 22,500 plus participants participating from almost all over the country, counting more than 24 states. So you see, this is not just an opportunity for you to learn a skill. You also have the opportunity to talk with, network with your fellow students and experts from all around the country. The duration for the certification program is 4 weeks, starting from 4th of July 2025 to 29 July 2025. This is a brief overview of what the program will take you through. We start with an orientation session today. Then, after this, we'll register you to the platform, and then you will have the responsibility to start your self-learning week, wherein you will be given the task of completing various assignments on the IBM SkillsBuild platform. Upon the completion of assignments, only students who would have successfully completed those assignments will be eligible to get access to IBM Cloud and other softwares. And all these initial 5 steps are very important before you start your masterclass sessions, because they will prepare you for what is coming in the masterclass session led by our expert AI. Then, upon the completion of your master classes, you will be given a project to work as a team. So, the assignments, the self learning assignments that I mentioned earlier, they would be completed individually, but the final project submission will be done as a team. The project submission will be followed by a mentoring session and eventually by a pitch night event, where the top performing participants will get a platform to pitch their idea, pitch their project, and talk to industry experts and get briefings and recommendations from them. Now, on the bottom of your screen, you see this thing called Team Leaders Meet. Team leaders play a very important role in this particular certification program, and we learn more about that as we go forward. All right, so let's begin with our attendance. So, as I previously mentioned, we have a two-way attendance. We'll take an attendance in the start and one in the end. This is your in attendance. So, I would request you all to scan this QR code, and also you will receive the link for the same attendance form in your Zoom chat as well as your WhatsApp groups. People on YouTube, you will also get the same link in your WhatsApp group as well as chat. So scan this QR code or use the link that you receive either through chat or WhatsApp. And I will now give you a brief 2 to 3 minutes to scan this QR code and mark your attendance. And if you guys are facing any issue, you can use the chat to let us know. We are, me and my team, we are all here to address your queries. If you have marked your attendance, you can let us know by maybe giving us a thumbs up or writing a yes in the chat so that we can move on. Okay, so I have started to receive messages and thumbs ups in the chat. So I'm hoping people are filling their attendance forms. And so will wait for a minute or two more so that all of you can fill in your attendance form. So Raju Besha has already filled his attendance form. Raju, let's wait for other participants as well and maybe your teammates. So Vanshika has also done. Okay, let's give them one last minute. After that, we'll move on with our session. Okay, I'm receiving 2 milliseconds now. So, guys, I would really suggest that you send your messages on the main chat rather than sending personal messages, as it takes a lot of time to open individual names and individual chats. So, if you can, please send messages on the main chat rather than sending individual messages. Okay, so Adarsh is asking, do we have to give the attendance individually or one member? So attendance is individual. Only one member of the team cannot give the attendance. Everybody has to give the attendance. So we'll move on now. If you're facing any internet connectivity issues or any other problem with filling in the attendance, you can take a screenshot of this and or save the link that you must have received either on your WhatsApp or in your chat and use that link to fill in your in attendance. So let's continue with the session now. So this is the basic timeline for our summer certification program. We start on the 4th of July, that is today, with the orientation session. So one thing that you will notice here is almost all of your sessions start at 5 p.m. in the evening and they end by 7 p.m. On we have 5 masterclasses, one orientation session. And you would also see there's also a team leaders meeting marked on 18th of July. And from 4th to 11th of July, you have your self-learning week where you will be given assignments to complete and we'll learn more about them as we go forward in this orientation. Let's go forward. And these are the key topics for our 6 main sessions. Now, although 6 main sessions are planned, we can have more sessions as well based on the need of the program as well as the need of the students in participation. Currently, we start with the orientation session where you all will register yourself on the IBM SkillsBuild platform. The first masterclass will take you through the foundations of agentic AI. The second masterclass will help you with building AI agents. Multi-agent and collaboration and planning will be done in the third masterclass. Masterclass 4 will be about agentic AI with IBM tools. And then finally, the last masterclass, that is masterclass 5, will be about deploying agentic AI in real-world projects. Moving on, so these are the deliverables that you will have to complete, that will be needed from you. Upon completion of these deliverables, you will be marked as a completed in the certification program and you will be eligible for the completion certificate. So starting with the 3 main deliverables of the self-learning week that starts from tomorrow, we start with 3 main courses on the IBM SkillsBuild platform. And they are called Getting Started with Artificial Intelligence, Unleashing the Power of AI Agents, The Rise of Multi-Agent Systems. And then eventually at the end of the certification program, you will deliver a team project And you'll learn more about all these deliverables more in the orientation session, as we move forward on the course of our certification program. So here is something that it is very important to you right now, since the self-learning week is starting from tomorrow. Actually, it has actually started today. As soon as the orientation ends, your self-learning week would have started. So starting with the first assignment, that is for the course called Getting Started with AI. It will take you approximately 3 hours. And the deadline for submission of that particular course is 7th of July 2025. The second submission is the second course called Unleashing the Power of AI Agents. It will take you approximately 1.5 hours, and the deadline is 9th of July, and same 5 p.m. in the evening. Same goes for the third assignment, The Rise of Multi-Agent System, approximately 1.5 hours, and 5 p.m. on 11th of July is your deadline. Now, it is very important that these particular deliverables, make sure that you understand the difference, that these deliverables are to be done individually and not as a team. Every participant has to complete each of these three assignments on their own and submit them individually. The final project is what will be done in teams. And after the completion of these particular assignments, you will be shared the domain IDs through which you will access the IBM cloud. Now, why is that important? Because it's through IBM Cloud where you will get access to various softwares and tools that you will be using to create your AI agents and final product. And as I previously mentioned, team leaders play a very important role in ensuring that all the team members submit the assignment on time. Moving on. So here comes a very important part of the orientation session. So as I previously mentioned, we have around 5,000 teams and more than 22,000 participants for this certification program. It is very important that the team leaders of each of the team take high responsibility, and based on the need of the participants, the students, and the program, we will organize team leaders meetings that will be mandatory for all the team leaders and optional for all the other participants. Although, as you might learn from the meeting today, that since because of the high number of participants, the meeting often reaches its limits. That is why team leaders have to take the responsibility to attend all the team leaders meetings and share the instructions within your team and making sure your team participates and performs to the best of capacity. So making sure that they complete their assignments and projects on time. If your team is facing any platform related queries, you report it to us. Then you will use the query form that will be shared next to submit all the doubts and queries of your team members, making sure that you attend all the team leaders meeting without fail. And if in any scenario where the team leader is not able to attend, then you can assign any other team member to go in your place. Now, as I previously mentioned, although currently only one team leader meeting has been scheduled, but based on the requirements, we will arrange more team leader meetings as we move forward. Make sure your team members are motivated and inspired. And for any doubts or queries, we'll share a Google form for making sure that all your queries are responded to. And last but not the least, of course, be a team player and take full responsibility and accountability. Now, before we go on, let me introduce to your trainer as well as the speaker for the master classes for the IBM SkillsBuild Summer Certification Program. His name is Amit Tiwari. Amit Tiwari is an entrepreneur, he's a consultant, he's a trainer, and he specializes in artificial intelligence. He holds a bachelor degree in electronics, and he has had a diverse career spanning from digital marketing all the way up to hospitality sector. He has already taken more than 250 master classes and trained more than 15,000 students. He has also served as a guest lecturer in numerous colleges across the country. You will soon be meeting Amit in your first masterclass. I really hope you are be happy and excited to meet him. So let's move on. So here is the link to the query form. So for any doubts or queries, please make sure that you use the query form. Now, same as attendance, you can either scan the QR code that is currently present on your screen, or you will also receive the links for these on your Zoom chat, on your WhatsApp, and people on YouTube on your chat as well. So please make sure, although you won't be using the query form right now, please make sure that you save this for any further queries. Now, again, some important instructions related to this. We would request the team leader collects the queries from his or her teams and submit the queries on the entire team's behalf. And please be patient. Wait for approximately 24 to 48 hours before you get a reply. And it is highly suggested and highly preferred. We request you not to use WhatsApp or personal calls for any queries. For any other issues that might not be resolved through the query form, although we have made sure the query form is up to the mark, but for any other issues, you can please mail us at support@sbcsrbox.com. So make sure that you save this email ID as well as save the link to the query form. Now again, we will take 2 minutes to let everyone either take a screenshot for this QR code or save the links that have been shared with you guys on your YouTube chat, Zoom chat, or WhatsApp. Okay, let's take 2 minutes and let me know in the chat if you guys are done. You have saved this link already. Once I receive a heads up from you, I will continue with the orientation session. So Shivam is asking how to submit those assignments. Shivam, as we move on, we'll talk about the submission process as well. So let's wait. We'll talk about your entire learning plan and you will learn how to complete those assignments, submit them, and eventually complete the certification program. So Pranav has saved the query form. A lot of you have actually saved it. People on YouTube, I hope you're also doing well. Okay, let's give everybody one last minute. And after that, Keshav has also completed. Let's wait for one more minute. And after that, we'll continue with our session. All right, so let's move on. Hopefully, everybody has saved the query form to use in the future. Let's move on. So here is the buzzword or the keyword for our certificate program, that is AI agents or agentic AI. As you must have already read about them or watched videos or news articles or other news channels, everybody is now talking about AI, autonomous AI agents. AI is shaking up the industry, AI on the future, and people and big companies are investing a lot of money and resources and manpower into AI agents nowadays. So now let's just take a brief look at what AI agents can do and what they are. So let's begin. So let's start with why agentic AI matters for your future. So up until now, AI was something that we use just to get answers to the question that we ask. But AI is rapidly evolving. It is now doing more than just answering questions. It is now able to plan, coordinate, and act. So instead of only using AI tools, imagine building AI agents that organize your day, manage projects, and solve real problems. So, to give you a brief example, if you take any calendar, be it your phone calendar or your laptop calendar, you will manually, let's say, create an event or create a meeting in that. And what it will do for you is give you a heads up or a reminder that you have a meeting due on this particular day, this particular time, or maybe 10 minutes or 30 minutes. But with agentic AI, what we can do is develop AI agents where it will organize the meetings for you. You don't have to open your calendar again and again to mark them there. And also, this is just one example. AI agents have numerous and limitless possibilities. To give you an example, so here is a glimpse of a very popular movie, and I hope you all have seen it. This is a screenshot from a movie called Avengers Endgame. And I'm sure almost everybody has seen it. It was one of the biggest movies in the world when it came out. So we are not going to talk a lot about movies here, but how many of you remember this particular scene from that movie? So this is where, if we take it as an example, so Tony Stark or Iron Man was trying to build a time machine, although fictional, but this scene gives us a good example about the possibilities of AI and AI agents. Here, if you would notice that Tony Stark tried different shapes, different combinations, and eventually he settled on a Mobius strip, which worked. Now imagine that in the future you work for a company, or let's say a few of you come together and start your own company. Let's say maybe you are making shoes or even mobile phones, or let's say you're even making space shuttles, or maybe something as basic as food. How AI can help you in something, a key process in business called research and development. So let's say if you're making shoes, you make a shoe, spend maybe a month or two in designing it, testing it on different people, then finding out maybe the sole is not too comfortable, or the heel is too wide, or the top is too narrow. And upon realizing that, or you again spend that 2 months, same amount of manpower, same amount of money and resources. Now, in what AI can do is create simulations for you based on the historical data. And that is how AI, you can design AI agents, you can build AI agents to do the task for you. Now, imagine if you are making space shuttle. Now, if you are making cars here on Earth, you can simulate the environment, how it will work in ice, how it will work in maybe desert, hot environment, cold environment, humid environment. But imagine how you will test a space shuttle. You cannot create the environment of space here. But this is where AI can help. It can simulate temperature as high as maybe 500,000 degrees Celsius, or maybe as low as, I think the lowest temperature in universe is minus 270 degrees Celsius, if I'm not wrong. But all these temperatures do not exist here on Earth. And AI can help you simulate that. So rather than spending a lot of time, money, and resources on research and development and continuously trying and making projects, you can build AI agents that can do that work for you. It's very similarly to how Iron Man was able to create a time machine in that movie. Please don't revolve a lot around time machine. It is all fictional, but learn more about how AI agents can help you in the real world. Now, this is where AI agents play important role. So till now, AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini or Gamma, other tools, we ask them questions and they give us an answer, or we ask them and they give a task for you. But with AI agents, we can build something that do not just follow. but handle complex planning and coordination. Without AI, you can maybe manually track project updates from classmates or team members, or draft weekly reports, remind people about deadlines. But with agentic artificial intelligence, you can build agents that gather updates, create a polished report, and send reminders to everyone, even across WhatsApp, emails, and other connectivity tools as well. And these are the skills that fit the modern workplace. Companies today are looking for people who can improve efficiency with technology, automate the process to save costs, and understand and design intelligent systems. Skills like these are what make you valuable, be it in group projects as students, or in internship, or even your first jobs, and even later. And all this that I've talked about till now, this is what you learn in this certification program. You learn how agentic AI works, what makes it different from traditional AI, the hands-on tools to design and prototype your own AI agents, and apply these skills to build real solutions. And these project-ready skills that you'll gain, you'll be able to showcase in your resumes, internships, and entrepreneurial ideas. So let's move on. Now let's learn a little bit about how the platform called IBM SkillsBuild, how it can help you learn all these important skills and help you build projects and achieve your goals. Starting with the need of the program or the need of the platform. So based on the ISR report for 2024, 45.19% of youth in India is unemployable. That is because they lack the important skills required by the modern day employer. Then again, 49% have the shortage of skills in IT, engineering, and skills, and those are very important skills in the modern day office. And it is estimated that by the end of 2025, 42% jobs that currently exist will all mandatorily require the use of technology, use of artificial intelligence. And on the IBM SkillsBuild platform, you can learn all the important skills that makes you stand out among your peer group and an eligible candidate for jobs throughout the world. On the SkillsBuild platform, you learn about artificial intelligence, data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and so much more. SkillsBuild platform will empower all the learners, educators, as well as the institution with the skills needed to succeed in this current digital era that we live in right now. Before we move on, although I have mentioned only these four key skills over here, but that does not mean that IBM SkillsBuild only has courses for these skills. IBM SkillsBuild has more than 80,000 courses that revolve around almost all the professional skills out there. So these are some of the key features. So IBM SkillsBuild has various courses that we already talked about. It has IBM emerging technologies, the tools and softwares that are used by real clients and in the corporate world today, such as IBM Cloud, IBM Watson Studio, IBM Watson Assistant, Cognos Analytics, and so much more. You also get access to IBM Cloud, that where you'll be able to build your own projects, be it websites, your AI agents, or dashboards, and so much more. Along with that, all the other softwares will help you learn more and build more. You have live access to technical sessions that will start from next week, and at the end of it, and not just at the end of it, even as you complete at your own in the self-learning week at your own pace, you learn digital credentials that you can showcase on either your LinkedIn, your online or offline resumes. So one exciting thing about these digital credentials are that if you take these digital credentials, the badges or certificates that will look something like this. You see, you currently have a glimpse of the 5 courses. So one of your courses also being here, getting started with AI. If you take these badges or certificates that you receive upon completion of courses and you post them on LinkedIn and tag IBM over there, it will increase your reach, and IBM will also recognize you and maybe comment or like your post. And that is how you will be able to increase your reach and be more visible, more recognizable on the platform. So previously what we saw they were credential badges for courses, and what you see on your screen right now, these are the badges for student development initiative courses. Here you will not just learn about things, but you will also get cloud enabled hands-on learning environment where these courses will teach you as you build. So you see some of the main important courses are building your first chatbot, classifying data using IBM Granite, and so on. So IBM SkillsBuild has courses of both kind, be it theoretical course that looks like this, and these are called digital credentials, and these are SDI batches, and they leverage IBM and open source technology to fill you with important skills needed. Moving on, now what are these badges? How they'll help you? So if you see on the left of your screen, this is a screenshot from a LinkedIn profile. As you complete your courses on your badges and certificates. As I said, you can post them on LinkedIn, tag IBM, and you will get response from IBM. Also, increase your visibility and reach. And the on the bottom of the screen, you can see the different kind of badges that you get. They are majorly of these 3 colors, from green, pink, and blue. So moving on. So now what you see on the right side of your screen, these are some of the most important tools on the IBM cloud, or more on the IBM software development platform. So you get access to tools for AI and machine learning, for analytics, for automation, blockchain, cloud computing, containers, databases, and so on. A lot of you might already be aware of what these terms are. A lot of you might not, but as we go on in our certification program, we'll learn more about them, and not just learn, we'll get hands-on training and experience to use these tools. Now you might ask why learning these tools are important, because these are the tools that are being used in the industry today. So being able, if you can leverage your skills, being able to know how to use IBM Watson or IBM Granite or IBM Cloud to host websites. These are the skills that the employers or companies are looking for. And this can benefit you hugely when you put it on your online or offline resumes. So these are some of the key names of important IBM softwares. So iLog CPX, it is an analytical tool mainly revolving around analyzing complex data sources. SPSS Modeler is a data visualization tool. And QRadar SIEM, this is mainly for cybersecurity. DB2 is for relational databases, analyzing them. And Cognos is another visualization tool that helps you make interesting dashboards and other visualization. And Watson, of course, a lot of you would have already heard of it. It is a great place to use artificial intelligence to create various tools such as chatbots, text to speech, and so much more. So these are the IBM skills will highlight from past year. In the past year, 13,000 learners have participated in this, and more than 5,000 plus learners have completed and engaged in programs and 300 plus learners have completed SkillsBuild internship program, and more than 30 plus hours of project-based mentoring has been given to all the learners and participants. And these are some of the key subject areas where the training was given, that is data analytics, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. And again, how SkillsBuild will benefit you, starting with access to real real industry softwares and cloud platform, learning plans and channels, your access and knowledge about all the emerging tech, master classes by experts, mentoring opportunities, certificates and badges, innovation camps, as well as internships. So upon completion of the certification program, as I mentioned, the top participants will get to pitch or present their ideas or projects to experts from the industry. And it won't be just that. A lot of you will, the top participants, the winners, will get the opportunity to take part in the annual digital showcase that happens every year. And the top students from all over the country are invited to participate and solve problem statements in real time. And so these are some of the glimpses. We'll start with that IBM SkillsBuild is currently present in 25 states all over India. The photos that you see, they are of the IBM industry experts conducting trainings. Okay, now an important step. Let's start with the process of registering on the IBM SkillsBuild platform, as well as the certification program for project-based learning. So let's begin. So first step, of course, to access the platform, please scan this QR code. And now one very important thing is that please make sure people, if you're on Zoom or if you're on YouTube, please make sure scan this exact QR code or use the exact link shared by us being in the Zoom chat or the YouTube chat. Please make sure use that exact link. Now it is very important to use those links because using the links provided by us will help you track your progress, and in the end, only then you will be eligible to for the certification program and get the certificates. So again, I want to repeat, please make sure only use the links either through this QR code or the ones provided to you in the Zoom chat, YouTube chat, or WhatsApp. So again, we'll wait, give everybody a few minutes to scan this QR code and get on to the IBM SkillsBuild platform. Let's wait for a few minutes. So now this is a very important step. I would like you all to be highly active in the chat and keep updating me, keep letting us know that you are on the platform. So upon scanning this QR code, as I move on to the next slide, please don't worry, this QR code will not go away. So in the next slide, the QR code is now on the right of your screen. So upon scanning this QR code, you will reach on a page that looks something like this. So these steps, this process is very important. So please keep updating us, keep letting us know if you're facing any issues. If you guys, okay, Bimal Devasia has completed, he has reached here, he has scanned the QR code. So I request you all again, this step is very important, and using the exact links sent to you, all of you by us, or scanning this QR code on your screen is very important, as this link will help us track your progress, and only people who use this link are eligible for the certification program. Akansha has also done this, so I'm receiving a lot of positive messages. A lot of people are here. Bhavishya is also here. So Bhavishya is a few steps ahead of us. Bhavisha will address your query as well as we move on. Ashwani has also done it. Okay, so I see a lot of you have done it. Shivam as well. Okay, I think now might be a good time to move on. Vandana and Himanshu have also done it. All right, so let's move on. The QR code will stay on your screen. Please don't worry. Now on this particular page, you will see there are different sign-in options. You can choose any option, but it is suggested that you use the login with Google option, as the process will be very easy and efficient to do. But it is up to you. If you don't have a Gmail account or a Google account, you can either choose login with email or any of the four steps. Now, once you click on login with Google, it will take you to a page that looks something like this. So from this page, so currently the screenshot on the screen only shows one account, but of course you might have more than one account on your computer. Make sure that you choose the one that you would like to continue with. Okay, Anshul Tanwar has a question. He's saying, do we have to pay for the course? So just to reiterate, the entire certification program is completely free of cost. No student has to pay for anything. You'll get your certificates and access to all the important tools and softwares as well as courses absolutely free of cost. So none of you have to worry about the cost. Let's continue with the choosing the account. I hope you have chosen the account that you want to use. Next step is to give IBM some access and accept the privacy policy and terms of service, and then click on continue from over here. And the next step, you will reach this particular page. Now, this is another one of those very important pages, because this is where, other than filling in your personal details, that is your name, family name, country, location, etc., you will also see on your screen your sponsoring organization. Now, see, it is very, very important that your sponsoring organization is Sri Mahakal Education and Charitable Trust, Rajkot. Now, not to be confused by this is the official registered name of CSRBOX. If you have any other sponsoring organization other than this, please make sure you use the exact link that was provided to you on WhatsApp or on chat. If you're not seeing this as your sponsoring organization, there's a possibility that you have used the wrong link to open this. So here on this page, if you are on this page, make sure, along with filling in your basic information and your personal details, it is important that you make sure your sponsoring organization is Sri Mahakal Education and Charitable Trust, Rajkot. And just to reiterate, not to get confused by this sponsoring organization, this is the official name, the registered name for CSRBOX. So if you are not seeing this as your sponsoring organization, G. Abin Roy has done it, Vansh has done it, Aman Kumar Sharma has done. So Aniruddha is asking, is this a global certification? Yes, this is a global certification. As we go forward, you guys will also learn about a platform, a global platform called Credly, along with IBM SkillsBuild, that will help you verify your give you verified certificates and badges that are recognized globally. Okay, so if you so Arjun is not able to select college name. So Arjun, that information is optional. There is no need to currently fill any optional additional information. As you can see on your screen, it says optional over here. So the page is buffering, not able to sign up. You can wait. Only important thing over here is that you please make sure your sponsoring organization is this. If you see any other name or title in your sponsoring organization, I already registered to SkillsBuild during your preview. So Suhani, you need to register yourself again for this particular program, maybe using a different email account or a different ID. Sriram says, so Sriram is also many steps ahead of us. But Sriram will get to your query as well. Sahil is facing issue. And what is that issue? So Sahil, I would request you to use incognito mode or maybe clear cache from your browser as this kind of issue occurs. So people, if you're facing an issue that says maybe application not available or not found, this might be happening due to the cache in your browser. Make sure you're using Chrome or Firefox as a browser and try clearing all the cache from over there. It is showing organization something else, and I'm okay. So Suhani, can you please let us know what is showing as your organization, sponsoring organization? People, it is very important that Shri Mahakal Education and Charitable Trust is your organization. So Suhani, I would request you to please close your browser for now. Go back to the link that is on your WhatsApp and register using that. Start your registration process again using that link. Ushaveri said, register this after orientation. Yes, Sharwari, it is not an issue. If you're facing any server or network issues, please make sure you can do it after this session as well or in your free time. But the important thing is that you're using the exact link shared with you on your WhatsApp or in the chat. You can save that for registering later. And one of the ways of finding out that you are in the right process of registering is once you open the link from WhatsApp, if you get this particular sponsoring organization, that means you are on the right path. Okay, so more people. Dipakar says, I'm facing having a problem. So Dipakar is same issue, not place no problem. So Dipakar, refresh your browser, clear your cache. So also the optional information, there is no need to put in now. You can skip the additional information that says optional in the bracket. Yes, Umesh, you can use a different email ID. Dharmik has done it. Aryan, do you need to log in with the same email ID we registered? Yes, it would be suggested. Okay, sorry for the little pause. So one more thing that is highly important is that the exact Gmail or the email ID that you guys have used. Some of you might have used your personal email ID or maybe the college domain ID. So it is very important that you register on this platform using that exact email or Gmail ID, whether it is your college domain ID or your personal email ID. It is very important that we use it. Now let's look at some more queries. Send the link. So Kasa Girdhar, are you part of the WhatsApp groups? The all the important links and the access to resource material is on the WhatsApp groups, or even go through the Zoom chat again. for any important links. Okay, you have got it. Okay, so Priyanka is way ahead of us. Wait, Priyanka will address that as well. So if you are seeing any sponsoring organization other than Sri Mahakal Education and Charitable Trust, you need to close your browser for now, use the link shared to you in the WhatsApp or in the Zoom chat again, and using the exact same email or Gmail ID that you have previously used for the registering for the certification program. So Sripad, if you are seeing CSRBOX as the sponsoring organization, please make sure that you open your WhatsApp. Yes, Arindas will come to that as well. Let's first complete the registration process. Okay, Krish, you are also a step ahead of us. We'll reach the enroll part very soon. So what are some of us already? So I am seeing a lot of messages. Divyanshi currently messaged me that some of you already have the CSRBOX account from previous courses, but that account will not be eligible for this particular program as this is a different program. Please use another a new email or Gmail ID if you have another one, maybe from your college or your personal ID, and create a new account using the same QR code or the links that have been recently shared in your WhatsApp groups. Okay, yes, you are a few steps ahead. We'll address that. All right, so let's move on from this step. So see, we will skip the optional additional information, and in the third menu, we will accept the three terms and condition and the policies, and then we'll click on submit. Now see, a lot of you, majority of you would see this message called success, your account is created. So if you are seeing this message, you can simply click on go to selection and you will reach on the home page for your learning plan. But some of you might also see this particular page, that title being account not found. But need not worry, you just have to scroll down. For all those who are seeing the message saying account not found, just scroll down on this exact page, and upon scrolling down you will see this button called create an account. Well, once you simply click on create an account, your account will be created. So just to repeat, if you are seeing this message called account not found, you will have to scroll down, click on create an account, and again, just like everybody else, you will see this particular message called success, your account is created. Let's look at some of your chats again. What is us saying? So us, just to repeat myself, if you are seeing CSRBOX as your sponsoring organization, please make sure that you use the exact WhatsApp link sent to your WhatsApp and use that to create your account and restart your account creating process. So we all will wait for a minute or two just to see if other people are also on the same page as us. All right, let's move on. We'll go to the next page. So after creation of your account, seeing the message of success, we will choose our preferred language. That will be English in our case. Otherwise, if some of you already know any other foreign language, be it German, Spain, or French, maybe you can choose that, but please choose English. Do not choose any other language. because majority of the important courses on the SkillsBuild platform, they are all available in English, and make sure that you choose English as your preferred language. And here, this is our goal, the first goal to reach. That is your home page for your learning plan. This is, if you all have reached this page, that means you have successfully completed your registration process. Now you are part of IBM SkillsBuild. So when you reach this page, you have to click on enroll. And upon clicking on enroll, you will see again this message, success, enrolled in the learning plan. The next step is to start with your first course. So it is absolutely not mandatory in what order you want to do your courses. It is up to you, but I will go in an order that I feel is efficient and beneficial. So starting with the first course, that is getting started with artificial intelligence, you will click on the circle, the white circle with black border on this timeline, and it will take you to the getting started with artificial intelligence course. So once you click on it, it will take you here. So part of your learning plan, this will be your first mandatory course to complete, first module of the course, and you have to then double click over here. So let's go to the chat and see if everybody has successfully enrolled. Okay, I'm on learning page from London. Good. So a lot of you have enrolled successfully. So as I said, college name is part of additional information, and that is optional. If you're facing any issue while writing your college name, you can skip that part. Okay, so Hamin Dalwadi says that you are not able to sign in because it directly takes you to the steps of Credly. So Alvin, I think you are already logged in from any of your previous or older account. I would suggest that you clear your cache, create close log out from other accounts, and then use the link provided in a WhatsApp. Make sure all your other accounts are logged out, and then you scan the QR code or use the link provided to you on WhatsApp, and then you go and follow the entire registration process. So guys, as we are running short on time, we have to end the orientation process soon. But do not worry if you have missed out any part due to any network connectivity or any other issues. This entire orientation session is being recorded, and the recording of the session will be shared with you. So if you have missed any part, you can revisit the recording and go through all the steps again. Spurti, if you are already registered, please use a newer, fresher email ID to register yourself, making sure to use the link provided by us, the exact link on WhatsApp, and also making sure that your sponsoring organization is Sri Mahakal Educational and Charitable Trust, Rajkot. All right, from here we'll move on. We will, once you double click on getting started with AI, it will open the home page for this particular course. Here we'll again follow the same steps. Click and enroll, then click on courses, and it will take you to the 3 courses that are part of getting started with AI. We'll start with Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. Again, same process, double click on it. Then the homepage for Intro to AI opens. We'll click on Go to Activity, and this particular module will open. So this is what your learning module for Introduction to Artificial Intelligence will look like. Here you will click on Start Course, and your course will eventually start. It will contain a lot of different graphics, text, videos, and quizzes that you will have to complete for 100% completion and earning the certificate. So moving on, you can, if you have completed this activity, make sure that you also mark it complete. This is a task that is to be done manually so that this is registered complete on your platform for so as to receive your certificate. So this is how you mark it complete. And for marking it complete, it is also important that you put in the duration you took. You can put in the duration that it took you to complete the activity. And for seeing the certificates, not just seeing, for receiving the certificates or digital stickers or digital badges for any of these programs that you will complete, you will go to the home page for that particular course and you'll go to actions. Now, when you click on actions, you will either see view completion certificate or you won't. If you are seeing view completion certificate, that means you can click on it and simply get your certification and digital sticker. In case you are not seeing it, there's a possibility you might have missed out on completing any element of your module, and you make sure you go back to your module and check all of them, making sure that they are all now completed. And you still don't see the view completion certificate, that means your certificate for that particular course, mainly the credential courses on platform, in this case the getting started with artificial intelligence course, you will receive that particular certificate on a platform called Credly. So Credly is a platform that verifies your learning process, verifies that you have completed the course, and based on that provides you the certificate. So there are two sources for getting the certificates. One is the IBM SkillsBuild platform itself, and the other is Credly. So now let's learn about Credly platform registration. So previously we have seen how you get the certificates on the SkillsBuild platform. Now, whenever you open any course, let's say in this case, getting started with AI, the first element of that course would be this particular module that says create a Credly account. Now, in order to complete this, and completing this is also very important because without completing this task, your module will not be marked 100% completed and you will not be eligible to receive your certificate. So, to create a Credly account, what you will do is double click on this particular box and it will take you to the home page of Credly. Here, as you scroll down, you will see this blue hyperlink written Credly over there. Clicking on this will take you to the Credly platform. And as I previously said, marking it complete is also important as in previous tasks. So on the right of your screen, you will see the mark complete option. You have to mark it complete and only then it will be registered as a completed activity. So once you click on the blue hyperlink for Credly, it will take you to this page. So this is the home page for the certificate platform called Credly. Over here, you will go to the top right of your screen, click on sign in, and that will take you to this particular page. Now here again, you will have multiple options to sign in. Now it is totally up to you, the method that you want to choose, although continue with Google is highly suggested. But more than that, it is very important that you use the exact same email ID that you used for creating your IBM SkillsBuild account. If it was a college domain ID, you use that here as well. If it was your personal Gmail ID, you use the exact same one here as well. So once you choose your preferred method of logging in, continue being here, continue with Google. It will ask you to fill in your personal details, just like in the previous SkillsBuild platform. And then it will ask you for to agree to the terms of services and privacy policies. Then, as always with Google account, you will have to accept privacy policy from Google's end as well, and then click on continue over here. So the process is quite similar as registering on IBM SkillsBuild. You will follow the same process, and your account on Credly will be created. So you see, to all the new users, you will see currently your count for Credly badges is 0. If you already have, there might be more than 0. But all the new users, the count for your Credly badges will be 0. And you have to make sure that upon completion of your courses and of your activities, make sure you come back and see the count has increased, because this is where you'll get it. Also, one more thing I should mention. As I said, Credly is a platform that verifies your learning process, and based on that, it provides a certificate. So even after 100% completion of your courses on IBM SkillsBuild, there's a possibility that Credly has not offered you the certificate. That is because it takes a few hours. There's also a possibility that you might receive the certificate instantly. But if not, please don't be worried. Credly sometimes takes a few hours to verify your learning, verify that you have completed the course, and after that, it sends you an email through which you will receive your certificates. The email will have the link that will take you to the Credly platform or your certificate. Even your email will have your digital badge. Now moving on. So here what you see on your screen, this is an example of the certificate and badge that you will receive or upon completion of your assignment called Getting Started with Artificial Intelligence. On your left, you see the screen, and on your right, you see the badge. And just to reiterate myself, that these are not just badges. To gain, you can post these on LinkedIn, tag IBM, increase your reach, and the top performers throughout the certification program will also get the opportunity to participate in nationwide digital showcase events. Now, these are the certificates and badges for your second course, that is Unleashing the Power of AI Agents. On the left is the certificate, on the right is the badge. And same goes for your third course as well, the Rise of Multi-Agent Systems. Okay, so please keep these certificates in mind, that these are what you'll receive upon completion. And this is your final goal for the self-learning week. So see, upon completion of the 3 courses that we have mentioned, you will receive your final certificate that is for your entire learning plan. It will be titled as From Learner to Builder, Become an AI Agent Architect. And this will be the certificate that is mandatory for you all to submit to us to mark your learning plan as complete and make you eligible for further process. As I have previously mentioned this as well, only after you submit this particular certificate, you will get access to the domain IDs through which you will be able to create projects and softwares on IBM Cloud. Through those domain IDs, you will get access to all the softwares of IBM Cloud. So very important that you all complete all the 3 courses, and the goal is to get this certificate in the end. Moving on. So wishing you all a happy self-learning week. This is a reminder to all of you again. You have 3 main tasks ahead of you up until 11th of July. We start with the first course, Getting Started with AI. The deadline is 5 p.m. 7 July. Unleashing the Power of AI Agents. Deadline is 9 July, 5 p.m. And for Rise of Multi-Agent System, the deadline is 5 p.m. on 11th of July. So again, although I we have talked about team leaders a lot in this orientation session, but because it is very important, just so you are all sure and keep this in mind, please make sure all the team members complete and submit the deliverables on time. And once everything you have completed your deliverables, you will submit your completion certificate. And through after that, we will give you the domain ID and password to register on IBM Cloud and get access to all the important softwares. So in a way, you will be responsible for getting the domain ID and password as well, because you have to make sure that the certificate and all the other deliverables are completed on time. Upon the submission of which you all will receive the domain ID password. Only those who have completed the certificate and submitted it. And again, reach us through the query form if you have any doubts or queries. So here is the link for query form again. So I want to emphasize this again, that it is highly preferred and suggested to not use WhatsApp for calls or personal calls for queries. Please use this QR code. You will also receive the link for the exact same on your WhatsApp groups. And not just that, you will get the links to all the important resources for the certificate program in your WhatsApp. So use this QR code for any queries. Please be patient, and we request the team leader to submit the queries on behalf of the team, and be patient, not to hurry. And any other query other than what cannot be resolved through the query form, you can use the email called support@sbcsrbox.com to send us email with any of your queries. Now, let's take a minute or two, although I'm sure all of you have already got the link and the QR code for the query form, but let's take a minute so all of you can get it. Until then, let's address if you have any queries right now. I see almost all positive responses. You guys are now able to successfully register. Vishnu, that is not an issue. But for your first query, if you already have an account, it is highly suggested that you use a newer, fresher email to create a new account, making sure that your sponsoring organization is Sri Mahakal Education and Charitable Trust Rajkot. And in order to get the right sponsoring organization, make sure that you use the exact link that we have provided in WhatsApp. So I want to repeat the important thing, that why it is important to get the exact sponsoring organization and use the exact link, because those things will help us track your progress. And without those are the things, that link and the sponsoring organization is what makes you eligible to be part of the certification program. If you guys are facing any issues, any queries, maybe even with the sponsoring organization, although I have explained the step, please, you can clear your browser's cache, then use the same Gmail account, and then you follow the step. The recording for this orientation session will be available for you all, and the link will be shared very soon through your resources document. Now let's move on. We have reached the end of this session. So I would request you all, please, now you can mark your attendance over here. And I really hope this session was beneficial, informational, and helpful to all of you. If you have any queries, you can use the chat right now. or if you face any queries later, you can use the query form. Keeping the sponsoring organization in mind, and as I said, it is highly preferred and suggested that you do not use WhatsApp or personal calls for any queries or doubts. Please use the query form or the email ID, that is support@sbcsrbox.com. So thank you all very much, people on Zoom, people on YouTube. Hopefully, you learned a lot and were able to successfully register yourself on the SkillsBuild platform. Thank you very much for being part of the orientation session. So I will leave this attendance QR code on the screen. You'll also get the link for attendance in your WhatsApp as well as chat. You can use this to mark out your out attendance. And if you have done that, we have reached the end of this orientation session. Thank you everyone for attending it. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. This is the end of the session. I will leave the attendance QR code on the screen for a little while as well. So, but thank you very much. We have reached the end.